Hello. You're early today. You usually get back at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays.
I know, but today I left the office at 4 o'clock.
Why?
I went to the shops. I bought a present for you. Look.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hello. Excuse me. I'm busy. I'm working.
Good evening, Mr. Matthews. Are you busy?
Yes, I am busy. I'm working.
You always work late.
No, I don't. I sometimes work late. And I sometimes go home at 5:30.
Your secretary goes home then, but you don't. You stay in the office.
Sometimes, but not always. And I won't come into the office tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow, and I never come into the office at the weekend. I usually stay in bed on Saturday morning. I get up very late. How nice.
You look tired. Shall I make some tea for you?
I prefer coffee. I sometimes drink tea, but I usually drink coffee.
All right. I'll make it for you.
Hello, Francis Matthews here.
Hello, Francis. It's Arthur. What are you doing in your office?
I'm working. I often work late on Friday. I'm busy.
Come and have dinner with us tomorrow.
Sorry, I never go out on Saturday night. I always watch football then, on television.
Would you come next Wednesday?
Just a moment. I always watch football on Saturday night. Always. I usually stay at home on Sunday. Usually. I often go out on Monday night. Often. I sometimes go to the cinema on Tuesday night. Sometimes. Yes, Arthur. I'll come to dinner on Wednesday.
Your coffee, Mr. Matthews. Black, with sugar.
Thank you very much.
What would you like? Beer?
No, not beer, thanks. May I have a gin and tonic?
Of course. A gin and tonic and another half a bitter for me, please.
Certainly, sir. Do you always come here at lunchtime?
No, I sometimes go to the restaurant downstairs.
This is the City of London. On the left is the Bank of England. That tall building straight ahead is the Stock Exchange. It's one of the busiest places in the city. I work there. I'm a stockbroker. I buy and sell stocks and shares. I look at the prices. That's important. And it's important for me to know what's happening in other parts of the world. The Stock Exchange was a place of business for men only, but now women work in the Stock Exchange too. There are a lot of interesting people in the city. I see them every day, but I don't wear a hat like that. In the city, you can see a lot of businessmen and Rolls-Royce cars. But you can see things like this, too. These horses are starting their day's work. They pull the beer carts along the streets. Listen, the sound of horses in the busy streets of London. You don't hear that very often. But these horses do a very useful job, and, of course, the tourists like to see them. They often pass the bank in the morning, and I see them on my way to work. The beer carts take beer to the pubs in the city. The men take off the barrels and the horses have a rest. They need food, not petrol. There are a lot of markets in the City of London. This is Leadenhall Market. It's a meat market. There are always a lot of people here at lunchtime. They come here from their offices to do some shopping. It's time to go home. At the weekend, these streets are empty. I leave the office at 5 o'clock. Sometimes I take a taxi to the station, and most people like to buy an evening newspaper. I never come to the City of London on Saturday or Sunday. At the weekend, it's always empty, and the streets are quiet.
What you writing?
A story. I often write stories. Like this.
May I read it?
Yes, of course. It was a dark night. I was with Dr. Watson. We walked down the street and arrived at the door of number 73. Mrs. Harris opened the door. We waited outside.
Please, come in.
We went in. Mrs. Harris closed the door.
Oh, sir, you're too late.
Where is your husband?
Over there.
I looked at Mr. Harris. I went to him. He was dead. Mrs. Harris watched me. Dr. Watson watched Mrs. Harris.
Did Mr. Harris drink beer?
Yes, sir. He usually drank beer.
But tonight, he didn't drink beer. He drank wine. It's 11 o'clock. Do you often have dinner late?
No, sir. We usually have dinner at 7. But tonight, we went to the theatre.
Look! Do you play this?
No, sir. My husband sometimes played it, and I listened.
Then listen now. They listened. I stopped. I sometimes work late. I sometimes work late. I worked late yesterday. I worked late yesterday. I sometimes write stories. I sometimes write stories. I wrote a story yesterday. I wrote a story yesterday. Yes. I wrote this.
Italy.
Do you like Italy, Arthur?
Yes. We went there on holiday.
When did you go there? When did you go there?
We went to Italy last year. We went to Italy last year.
What did you do there?
We went to the shops.
What did you buy? What did you buy?
I bought some wine. I bought some wine.
Where did you go this year?
Look. We went to France.
What did you buy in France?
I bought some wine.
Yes, we bought some wine.
I went to France last year, and then I went to Italy. But this year, I stayed in England.
What did you do?
I made some wine. Look. I make wine every year. Oh, would you like some?
What did you do on Saturday?
I went to the football match. I saw Arsenal and Liverpool. It was a good game. Did you go?
No, I didn't. I usually go to the match, but last Saturday I took my family to Brighton.
I'm back. I've been to the shops.
What did you buy?
I bought a skirt and some shoes and this bag, look.
Very nice.
And it wasn't expensive.
Did you see the football on television last night?
No, I was out. I always go out on Mondays. 2 halves of bitter. I didn't ask for 2 halves of bitter. I ordered 1 half and 1 gin and tonic.
Sorry, sir. I'll get the gin and tonic.
In this program, we learned always, usually, often, sometimes. When did you go there? We went to Italy last year. What did you buy? I bought some wine.
This wine's very nice, Francis.
Have you got another bottle?
Yes, did you bring another one?
Yes, I brought 2 bottles. And I brought this. It's a story. Another story. Goodbye. One night, as I was sitting by my own fire, a lovely came. How about it, I said, just for the time being. She said, well, I rather fancy you as well. So I said, well, it's been a very slow week, and I'd rather. She gave me a big kiss.
Good afternoon. My name is Anderson, George Anderson. I'd like a room.
Certainly, sir. Here's a form. Would you put your surname here and your first names here, and your age and your address here and here? And may I have your passport, please?
Hello. Welcome to Britain. Good morning. Do you speak English?
Yes?
Good. Have you got a form?
A form?
Yes, a form, like this, sir.
No, I haven't got one.
Would you fill in this form, please, sir?
Sorry, I can't write. Look.
It doesn't matter. I'll fill it in for you.
Thank you very much.
Now, what's your surname?
Williams.
Thank you. I'll write your surname here. Williams. And your first names?
James Robert.
Your first names go there. James Robert. And you put Mr., Mrs., or Miss there, next to your name. Mr. Williams. Are you married?
I'm married. My wife is with me. She was with me.
You're married. Now, your nationality, please.
I'm American. I come from the United States.
American. And what's your occupation? What's your job?
I'm a businessman.
Businessman. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Now, may I see your passport, please?
I'm sorry. My wife has got my passport. She'll be here in a moment.
That's all right. Would you wait there, please? Now, madam, would you fill in this form, please? Surname?
Bailey.
First names?
Mary, Susan.
Single or married?
Single.
Your nationality, Miss Bailey?
Irish.
Occupation?
Nurse. I work in a hospital.
An ambulance is arriving at the accident department of a big hospital. It's the start of another busy day for the doctors and nurses here. The accident department is open 24 hours a day. Some patients come here for special appointments. Others want treatment for injuries, like this woman who has cut her finger. The patients go to the reception clerk and give her their names and addresses. She tells them what to do and where to go, but sometimes they need to wait for a doctor or a nurse.
Should we just go down to the plaster room?
Yes, actually, that's all you've got to do. Go straight down here and turn left and take a seat outside the plaster room, OK?
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
I brought this down just now, but the person at the plaster said it should be maybe 9 o'clock.
I want to see Dr. Brown. My name's Blake.
Ah, yes, Mr. Blake. May I have your first name, please?
John.
And your address and telephone number?
17. Ardmore Road. Telephone number 603 5412.
And your occupation?
I'm an engineer.
And your age, Mr. Blake?
I'm 40.
Thank you very much. Will you wait over there, please?
Thank you.
Some people go to the wrong department. They need help.
Physiotherapy is in the next building up the road, the red brick building.
And your address, please?
17 Aston Drive, Southampton.
What's that?
It's always busy in the mornings. There are lots of inquiries and telephone calls.
Yeah. Mr. Leach, this morning? What do you mean just recently? AG and...
It's up here, yeah.
Tony?
Tony, yeah. Just Tony.
can't seem to be able to move it. Just sort of like to get it checked over. There's only 4 months. I need to be sure.
Have your date of birth, please?
It's 1st of January 1913.
1st of January 1913. 13. Oh, it's not for you. No.
Have you been signed off any time?
The accident department at this hospital never closes. Any time of the day or night, there are always doctors and nurses ready to help people who are ill.
First, welcome to Mr. Luxembourg. Mr. Luxembourg is 21 years old. His name
I'm
is...
not Mr. Luxembourg.
I'm very sorry. Excuse me. He isn't Mr. Luxembourg.
I'm Mr. Scotland. I'm from Scotland.
Welcome to Mr. Scotland. Mr. Scotland...
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Scotland, can I have your name, please?
Angus MacDonald.
And where do you come from, Angus?
I'm from Scotland. I'm Scottish.
Yes, Angus, I know that. You're Scottish and you come from Scotland. But where in Scotland? Where do you live? What town do you live in?
I live in Edinburgh.
Thank you, Angus.
And now, welcome to Mr. Grease.
Just a moment. We're not ready. I'm sorry. Would you wait there, please?
And now, welcome to Mr. Grease.
Hello, where are you from?
Greece. I'm from Greece.
Oh, yes, of course. You're Greek.
Yes, I'm Greek. I live in Athens. My home is in Athens. I'm 28 years old, and my name is Stavros Papadopoulos!
Would you say that again, please?
I'm Greek. I live in Athens. My home is in Athens. I'm 28 years old. I'm not married. And my name is Stavros Papadopoulos.
You speak English very well, Stavros.
I speak English and French and German and...
Just a moment. Not too fast, please. Would you speak slowly, please? Would you speak slowly, please? Now, where do you come from? Where do you come from? Where are you from?
I'm from Greece. I'm from Greece. I'm Greek.
Where do you live? What town do you live in? What town do you live in?
I live in Athens. My home is in Athens. I'm 28. I'm Greek. I come from Greece, and my name is Stavros Papadopoulos.
Stavros Papadopoulos.
Greece, Germany, Spain, the USA, Greece. Germany, Spain, the USA, Greece. Germany, Spain, the USA, Greece. Germany, Spain, I come from Greece. Germany, Spain, the USA,
Spanish.
Germany, Spain,
I come from Spain.
Germany, Spain, the USA.
I'm German.
Germany, Spain.
I come from Germany.
Germany, Spain, the USA.
I'm American.
Germany,
I come from the USA.
Germany, Spain, the USA, Greece. Germany, Spain, the USA.
What's your job, Stavros?
I'm a businessman. I work in an office.
Thank you. And you, Angus, what do you do? What's your job?
Would you say that again, please? Would you say that again, please?
What's your job? What's your job?
I work in a bank. I work in a bank. I work for the central bank. I work for the central bank. I was a policeman, but now I work for the central bank.
Do you like your job?
Yes, I like my job very much.
Do you like your job, Stavros?
Oh, no, I don't like it. I like holidays and parties and wine and good
Yes,
food.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
In this program, we learned, where do you come from? I'm from Greece. I'm Greek. What town do you live in? What's your job? I work for the central bank.
Where have you been, Mabel?
I was over there. Look, I filled our forms in, one for me and one for my husband. Now come along, James.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams. Goodbye.
Is that the new player?
Which one?
The small one with the blonde hair. Over there. Look, he's kicking the ball.
No, that's Mike Phillips. There's the new one over there. But the tall one, he's wearing number 5.
Hello, and welcome again to the London Quiz. Today, questions about people and what they do. Now, this is Mrs. Walters. Welcome, Mrs. Walters. Mrs. Walters comes from Croydon, near London. She lives in Brixton Road.
23 Brixton Road.
Thank you, Mrs. Walters. Now, what does Mrs. Walters do? What's her job? Mrs. Walters will show us, and you will say what she does.
She's making dinner. She's cooking. She's a cook in a restaurant.
No, she isn't a cook.
She's a housewife. She's making dinner for her husband.
No, that's wrong too. Now, listen. What is Mrs. Walters' job?
I don't know.
All right. Mrs. Walters is a hairdresser. She's a hairdresser. Next, Mr. Charlton. Mr. Charlton lives in Birmingham. And what is his job? Look.
He works in a garage.
No, you're wrong. He doesn't work in a garage. Now, listen.
Ow! He's a dentist.
Yes! You're right. He's a dentist. Mr. Charlton is a dentist. Now we have Mr. Jones. And what do you do, Mr. Jones?
I don't know.
Oh, do you know? Do you know what he does?
No.
Right. Now look and listen.
He's a
He's a footballer.
footballer.
He plays football.
Yes! Mr. Jones is a footballer. He comes from Tranmere. He plays for Tranmere Rovers, and he wears number 9. They're footballers, and they play for Tranmere Rovers. These footballers played for Tranmere Rovers. And this is Dixie Dean. He played for England, too.
Who's that? Which one? The girl with the dog. Oh, that's my sister. She lives in Canada. Ooh, what's this? It's a photograph of my husband when he was at school. Which one is he? The tall one at the back. Third from the left. Oh, that's an old photograph. Where are you? That's me at the front. The one with long hair. Fourth from the right. How old were you? I was 10.
Who's that man?
Which man?
The one in the dark suit.
That's my husband, Henry.
No, not Henry. Who's that with him? Who's he talking to?
He's talking to Francis Matthews. Francis lives in the next flat.
What does he do? What's his job?
He's an actor. On television.
An actor. I like actors. Is he a good actor?
She's talking about me. Who? That woman in the funny hat.
Oh, Mrs. Robinson, yes. She likes you, I think.
Yes, I'm afraid she does.
Good afternoon. I want to see my daughter.
What's her name, please?
Susan Clark.
Miss Susan Clark.
No, Mrs. Susan Clark.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Susan Clark. Just a moment, please. Yes, she's in Ward 6 on the 4th floor. You can go up now.
Thank you.
Is he married? No, he isn't. Do you want to meet him? Yes.
Oh, what's the matter? They're coming this way. Who? Your wife and that woman.
Oh. Francis, this is Mrs. Robinson.
How do you do, Mrs. Robinson?
How do you do?
Do you like the party, Mrs. Robinson?
Oh, yes, it's a very good party. Now, Francis, tell me about your work. You're an actor, I believe.
Ah.
What's the matter? Is Francis ill?
I don't know. But he doesn't look well.
Perhaps he's got a headache. Wait a moment. Francis, you don't look well. You don't look well. You look ill. You look ill.
I feel ill. I feel ill.
What's the matter? I've got a headache.
I think so. Yes, I've got a headache.
You need a doctor.
But there isn't a doctor here.
Oh, yes, there is. Sheila over there is one. Come with me, Francis. I'll be back in a minute.
Now, let's look for your husband.
He's wearing a blue suit. A very old blue suit. He always wears it at parties.
Ah, there he is. He's got a bottle in his hand.
Who's that with him? Are you ill?
I think so, but I don't know. I didn't feel very well in there.
You don't look very ill. Perhaps you need some food. Are you hungry?
No, I'm not hungry.
Are you thirsty? Do you want a drink?
No, not now. Thank you.
Are you hungry, Mr. Robinson? Would you like some food?
Yes, please.
No, my husband doesn't eat at parties. He's too fat. Aren't you, James?
I'm fatter than you, dear.
Would you like a drink? Another drink.
Yes, please. I'm very thirsty.
Where's Francis Matthews?
He's with the doctor. She's giving him some medicine.
Take this medicine. You'll feel better.
Oh.
You'll feel fine tomorrow. Shall we go back to the party?
Yes. Let's go back. I feel better now. I feel better.
These dogs are greyhounds, and greyhound racing is very popular in England. There are 6 dogs in every race, and there's dog number 3. Before the race, the vet looks carefully at every dog. The vet is a doctor for the dog. The dogs go into the stadium and onto the track. The people who go to a greyhound racing stadium like to gamble. They like to bet with their money. They choose one of the 6 dogs in the race and then take their money to one of these men, called bookmakers. The bookmaker has the names of all the dogs in every race. Each dog has a name and a number. The dogs go to the start. There's time to try and choose which dog will win. Dog number 1 goes into the starting trap.
£100.30 gypsy.
Your own, Daddy.
The gate is closed and then another dog goes in. The bookmakers write down the starting prices of the dogs, and then the race starts. The dogs run after an electric hare which goes round the track. The last dog finishes a long way behind the others. Some people are disappointed. Others are much happier. He's won some money.
The winner is dog number 4. Second is dog number 5.
The man gets his money. The dog gets a drink.
In this program, we learned you don't look well. You look ill. I feel ill.
I feel awful.
I feel awful too. Why do we have parties?
I don't know.
Come in.
Good morning.
Hello, Francis. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. I feel better. I took some of this. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
Go away.
Oh. Sorry. Goodbye.
What shall we do now? Where would you like to go?
I want to go to the Tower of London.
The Tower of London is that way, and we have to turn left out of here. Look at the sign.
I'd like to go to Westminster. Can we go there? Just a minute. What would you like to do?
Hello. It's the weekend. Excuse me, I'm playing chess. Your move?
I don't want to play chess.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go out. Let's go out.
Where shall we go? What shall we do?
I want to play chess.
There are some concerts. Or should we go to the museum? That's open. Would you like to go there? Would you like to go there?
Yes, I'd like to go there. I'd like to go there.
Francis, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I want to play chess. I want to play chess. So I'm staying here.
And we're going to the museum.
I want to go to Italy.
Where would you like to go in Italy, sir?
I want to go to Rome.
And when do you want to go?
Next week. Wednesday.
You can't park here, Bill.
Why not?
You can't do it. Your car's too big.
I can park here easily. It's not difficult.
It isn't easy. I'll help. Can you see that way?
I can't see very well, but I'll be all right.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. The car's all right. You can go that way. You can go about 1.5 meters. Be careful. Stop.
Look at that. You didn't stop me.
You didn't listen to her.
Well, Jay, would you like to park the car?
No, I can't drive.
You want to go to the museum? Please, don't wait for me. I'll park the car. It's easy. It's easy. I can park here easily. I can park here easily. It isn't difficult. It isn't difficult.
I want to go to Rome next Wednesday. Can I buy a ticket here?
Certainly, sir. Do you want to fly?
Yes. I'd like a flight in the morning.
These trousers are very dirty.
Don't worry, I'll wash them today.
But you can't wash these.
You can wash them in warm water. Look at the label.
Would you like to play on Saturday? Yes. What time? 7 o'clock in the evening. Can you play at that time?
I prefer an earlier time. 6 o'clock is better.
Yes. All right. I can get here at 6.
What's the matter? I think he wants to look in your bag. Yes, I think so.
Excuse me, miss.
Do you want to look in my bag?
No, I don't. But you can't take bags inside the museum. You have to leave them here.
Can I leave my bag with you?
No. Please take it over there, to the cloakroom.
I'll be back in a moment.
How much does it cost to go in?
It's free.
Oh, good. Can I take photographs?
Yes, certainly. Excuse me, miss. You can't go in here. You can't go in here. You have to go in there. You have to go in there.
This sign means you can't go in. This means you can't go. The light's red. You have to wait for the green light. You can go now because the light's green.
You can't turn left, you can't turn right, you have to wait for the green light. You can't turn left, you can't turn right, you have to wait for the green light. This sign means you can't turn left. This sign means you can't turn right. This means you have to stop. You have to wait for the green light. You can't turn left, you can't turn right, you have to wait for the green light. You can't turn left, you can't turn right, you have to wait for the green light.
I can't move here, or here. I can move here.
What's the matter?
It's my camera. It doesn't work.
Your camera never works. I'll help you.
Don't do that. You have to turn it this way.
Which way?
This way, like this.
We're closing, I'm afraid. The museum is closing in 5 minutes.
Where's Bill?
Where's Bob?
He isn't here. Is he at work or is he at home? Is he in Paris or is he in Rome?
Where's Bob?
Here, there.
He isn't here.
Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
He isn't here.
You're too late. The museum's closing.
Doesn't matter. I got a present for Francis.
What is it?
I'll show you later.
Did you park the car?
Yes, I did. It was easy. What do you want to do now?
Well, we'd like to go home.
Sorry, sir, you can't fly to Rome on Wednesday. All the flights are full. You'll have to go on Thursday.
Can I go by train? I want to get to Rome on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. And you can buy your ticket here. But you'll have to go on Tuesday morning.
This is the place. Let's go and look at some houses.
I don't know. I think we have to tell someone we want to see the houses.
All right, let's go into the sales office.
Look at your car, Bill.
Why are you doing that? I can park here.
Yes, you can park here, but you have to pay.
No, it's free at the weekend.
It's free on Sunday. You have to pay on Saturday.
All right. Now, let's get out of here.
It won't be easy, sir.
In this program, we learned, would you like to go there? I'd like to go there. What do you want to do? I want to play chess. It's easy. I can park here easily. It isn't difficult. You can't go in here. You have to go in there. My move.
Goodbye.